Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fangs and Flowers, a vampiric legacy. And we are back at the Florist shop that Amaryllis Foxglove is trying to turn into a successful business, and she's gathering her thoughts after a very busy few days. So a few days ago, Amaryllis went out to the big city. She was feeling really stressed after the grand opening, the first day running her florist shop, which really wasn't too terribly bad. We did make about $500 in profit, but she was totally exhausted afterward. There was so much to clean and so much to tend to, and she just was not feeling like she really enjoyed herself very much. So we went to the big city, and while we were in the big city, we ended up meeting up with Janelle. So we had a fun time hanging out with Janelle, and we actually had our first kiss, but then Amaryllis crossed a line by drinking deeply from Janelle and taking all the plasma she wanted without permission. She compelled her instead. Janelle was extremely upset and also very alarmed to realize the truth of Amaryllis actually being a vampire. Something finally clicked. As I said at the time, 2 + 2 = Fangs. And, Janelle wasn't sure how she felt about that. So Amaryllis went back home to the family farm for a day or two. She spoke with her grandmother, Cynthia, who is quite a educated woman, hundreds of years old, in the experiences of dealing with mortals, but she's also extremely lazy, so she didn't really have a lot to offer Janelle in terms of guidance, especially vampiric guidance on how to live in the mortal world. And so Amaryllis decided to invite Janelle over and brought her to the family farm. Cynthia thought that she brought a meal, but thankfully Cynthia was too lazy to try to actually take anything from Janelle. And then Janelle found the vampire library that happened to be in Forgotten Hollows, fell totally in love with the books there, and Amaryllis offered to join the page turner so that she could possibly learn more about humans the way that Janelle wants to learn more about vampires by reading books together. And there's just something about Janelle and Amaryllis is really starting to realize her friendship with Janelle that she doesn't want to lose. But now that she's had a busy few days focusing on friendship and focusing on Fangs and focusing on having all the plasma sips that she wanted, we're back home and we need to focus on running this business because we only have 167 business funds and we've only made a little bit of profit and only sold 4 items. I wonder if we'll be able to get the price markup really high in the future too. So what we're going to work on today is actually tending to the garden. We want to try to get a few more plants. It is late at night because we just came over from Forgotten Hollows. We've had a good kind of weekend break for Amaryllis and she needs to get back to work. Thankfully, one of the things she brought with her from Forgotten Hollows are the plasma fruit. So we can finally get some plasma fruit trees planted. I'm so excited. I'm going to have at least a few of them. We're going to get a couple set up over there. I think maybe one over here might make a nice centerpiece. We'll try getting one put up back in the back corner, maybe 2. Is there enough room? Okay, let's go ahead and drag it over here. Maybe there'll be enough room there. And maybe this will be the time we actually start coming through and clearing out some of the grass. So we'll go ahead and remove that grass and sell it because we would be working on our good garden. All right, come here, plasma fruit, come here. We want to have tons of plasma fruit so that we can show Janelle, and I think the plasma fruit farm is actually what made her feel calmer, that we don't always need to take plasma, but I think that the fact of the matter is Amaryllis just prefers that, especially because she is a serial romantic. So it's kind of a romantic gesture, but she doesn't realize it, to take a Sim's plasma. And as time goes on, she and Janelle might have to come to terms with if that's a relationship Janelle wants to have with Amaryllis, if she always wants to be the plasma donor, or if Amaryllis is simply going to kind of vampirically flirt her way through tons of mortals and gather up all the plasma she wants that way. But at least showing Janelle that we have plasma fruit planted will probably help her feel a little bit calmer, feel, not so hunted. I'd feel a little bit hunted too if somebody who relied on my very blood was always kind of lurking at the edges. All right, so we're going to work on building up the fun. Come on, that's not all of them. You know it's not. Can you not reach these ones? We may have to sell more of the... Let's see, can you get back there? Oh, I know how we could get back there to places where others can't reach. Fly, here is a bat. Why am I worried about what kind of path she could go on? We can reach these exclusive areas, no problem. What? What's this? I didn't tell you to fly into a thorn bush. All right, 1 second, guys. I think we're gonna have to clear away some more of the grass. Or here, let's do this. BB move objects. And I think it has to be move objects on. And then we're gonna scooch the grass over this way. Because we've got the awesome daisies. Because you know that saying, pushing daisies in graveyards. So we're gonna put those there. Let's try flying here as a bat now. We should be able to get Janelle over there. Or why am I calling you Janelle? You're Amaryllis! I'm just so used to dealing with Janelle the last few days. Alright, I love it flying as a bat. But we're gonna have to put Janelle out of our mind for a little while because we've got work to do. Where'd you go now? You're being so stubborn. You realize that? Come over here and plant this plasma fruit. Alright, give me just a second, guys. I might have to scooch some of the graves. Hopefully the ghost won't mind. Some of the graves over. What about this one? Yeah, that should be plenty of room. Oh, it might be the big tree. I'll have to see. Alright, what about now? Can you turn around? The grass is still in the way, eh? Well, like this grass? Oh, probably. Alright, well, now we're making the grass a little bit more clustered at the edges. But this is normal. This is part of... Yeah, that was the one blocking us. That's kind of part of the development of our little florist shop that I thought we would eventually hit, where we start clearing away some of the grass so that we can make room for the actual plants that are coming in. Look at that, the wolfsbane is coming in. Oh, we can fertilize plants now, so we should definitely go and try to gather up some things to be able to fertilize with. Fish are definitely best. I wonder if Amaryllis would just prefer going to a fish market rather than fishing herself. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Alright, we'll go ahead and have her water these. And I think we're going to work primarily on the garden tonight. So we need to work on gathering up. Where is... I think it's actually... There we go. The reward store. I always forget where the little collectible... There we go. The household collectibles. We want to work on that. That's one of the things that I have as a goal for Amaryllis and her legacy, is basically finding all of the gardening goods that are out there. And we've got quite a few we still need to gather up, especially roses. I want to sell perfect roses. Doesn't that sound absolutely awesome for Amaryllis to do? So we're going to be looking for perfect roses. I happen to know there's some roses nearby. Is that a rose? That's a chrysanthemum. And we'll get them planted in our garden. And there's several wild harvest we can collect from around here. So we'll start looking for wild harvest tonight. Like over here is a strawberry bush. Oh, look at all of this stuff. And we can just have her fly all over the place as a bat. That makes so much sense. She could be the cute little fruit bat. You guys were saying that she could be a fruit bat rather than like a vampire bat. And that's such a cute idea. Oh, our adorable little fruit bat flying around. So tonight we'll be a fruit bat. We'll fly around and collect up a whole bunch of the fruits and the flowers in the area. And hopefully we can build her fun up too. I really need to find something fun for her to do. So let's go ahead and fly. I know there's roses nearby. I saw them somewhere. Where did I see them? Wasn't over here. I think it was like behind here somewhere. Okay, let's go slowly. I'm just so eager. Oh, look at her hat. That's such a cool hat. Oh, okay. I'm just so eager to like dash around the place and build up our vampire powers. We do need to work on that too. Haha, I knew there was a rose bush nearby. So instead of having to have her jog or walk, we can just have her fly as a bat. Sweet, she just turned into a bat. She's going to show up any... Oh, that's so cool. I love that so much. And here are some beautiful rose bushes. Some beautiful, beautiful roses. We can come right up, admire their glorious awesomeness, and pluck them so that we can plant them into our own garden. Definitely need to get some fertilizer to be able to improve their quality a little bit faster. I wonder if the mushrooms would make good fertilizer. Probably better than none. Though I do think, Amaryllis, we might look for a fishing pier. Like we might get a fish shop that she can just go and buy fish from rather than actually going fishing herself. Oh, and she needs to feed. She's thirsty, huh? Well, we learned that Janelle doesn't like us just compelling her for a drink, but if we happen to find another mortal nearby, then I imagine I wouldn't really feel bad compelling them for a drink. So let's come over here. We'll fly here as a bat. There's a mortal over here. I think this old man, Akito is another vampire, actually. So we wouldn't be able to drink his plasma. You can actually find that out. Cannot drink from another vampire, just like that. Oh, but he's next to some roses. So we might collect the roses. Makes sense he'd be next to some roses since we have the Red Rose Park, which we downloaded for the special Valentine's event when we first started with Amaryllis. All right, and we have some strawberries to harvest. Yay. Oh, here's somebody. Hey, it's this girl. Oh, that's so exciting. Letitia, we wanted to meet with her because she has green hair. That's really fun. Let's go ahead. Let's see if we can detect her personality. I like her green hair. I think that would definitely attract Amaryllis's attention. Who knows if she would have ever met a, all right, let's see. Compel for a deep drink. Who knows if she would have ever met a mortal with hair that color after all. Oh, is she not going to hold still for us? Oh, and there's somebody who's kind of sad. Can we... I guess I can only stop the Sims who we can introduce ourselves to. So here's a sad Sim. Let's go ahead and do a friendly introduction. Because, you know, sad Sims, I get the feeling, especially because she has flowers in her hair, so that would also catch Amaryllis's eye. Sad Sims are just a little bit easier to stop for a moment and possibly offer a rose to cheer them up. A rose for her hair, freshly picked. And then let's go ahead, vampire. I want to use my vampire abilities too. Let's try detecting. Oh, see, we're cheering her up. I don't think she has any like real interest in her at all, but she's thirsty because we need to feed. Yeah, she's very thirsty and she wants to have some fun. So we're going to use that ability. Come on. Yes, power points. I think, no, did I just... Yes, we did it! We gained some power points, you guys! I'm so excited! So now we have the ability. We could choose the ability to command. We could choose a vampiric charm. We could choose vampiric strength. We could do, let's see, vampire creation if we wanted to create other vampires. Occult student, which causes us to use less vampire energy. Always welcome, eternally welcome. Cast hallucination. I think we definitely want command because that would be really fun to use. Even though she wants to use charm, makes nearby Sims find Amaryllis attractive. She also wants to have them commanding, the ability to command mortals, even though she feels a little bit conflicted about that idea after meeting with Janelle last time and trying to understand this odd concept of mortals' autonomy and their own rights. I think she still wants to learn that one for the sake of being able to get her shop taken care of. So we're going to accept that. There we go. And then we're going to come on over. We're going to kiss hands. And then we're going to command. Oh, that's so cool. Command to leave, command to work out, command to sit, command to repair, command to clean. Nice. That would be fun. Command to work out is kind of a weird one to choose, but hey, that's fine. And then let's go ahead and compel for a deep drink because we're all so thirsty.
Larbin.
Does that, it's so weird to me that flirting and flirting activities never really increase fun. To me, it definitely should. All right, so we're chatting with her. What's her name? Arohi? All right, come on. Is that improving my fun or not? All right, now come on. You don't have time for this. We have plants to collect. We have plants to plant before the sun comes up. We're going to go ahead and compel her for a deep drink. Yeah, I think that as far as Janelle is concerned, Amaryllis is starting to respect her a little bit more as an individual and thus respect her boundaries with drinking from her without permission or drinking from her by compelling her. But the rest of the mortals, well, she just finds them so charming. Haven't you ever seen something that's just so cute you just want to bite it? And this guy's like, whoa, something's happening over here. He probably thinks he came up upon something kind of odd. And then Amaryllis is happy, so she's got plenty to drink. She's full. Let's send her over here. I wonder. There's just like a potato. Oh, it's an onion. Onions are kind of like, and we'll fly away. So that man's going to really question just exactly what kind of coffee he had to drink tonight. And let's see, we'll pop over here. What's she doing? We already compelled her for a deep drink, so we'll harvest the onions. And I think there's like roses right over here too. And we can sell off the extras. I thought about trying to sell them individually in our store, but I think with stuff that you can sell from your inventory in here, I'm just going to sell from in here because it's just such a pain in the rump to actually go through the process of putting them up one by one now. Unless we might set up like a really fun little, whoops, I forgot, I viewed it instead of harvested from it. Here we go. Unless we do like some sort of flea market. It would be fun to set up a flea market that was entirely a farmer's market somehow. In fact, I'm pretty sure people probably have farmer's markets that they put up on the gallery that use the tables and everything. So I'll have to look for those in a little bit. And let's look for frogs. We can start breeding frogs if we so need. And are we running? We've got plenty of time actually. It's just that she's bored. Amaryllis really struggles with keeping herself entertained, doesn't she? I wonder if we should go ahead and have her visit the park, and then she can spend a little bit of time playing in the park. How would a vampire entertain herself in the evening time? That's kind of a good question. Let's dig for treasure in this one and just normal dig up these, because we can always sell the collectibles that she finds. And it's kind of fun to decorate her florist shop, the Littlest florist shop of course, with a whole bunch of crystals and bits of metal and all the fossils in the garden. But how am I going to entertain a bored vampire? That's a pretty good question. Maybe we should send her back over to the shop and we'll see if we can afford anything new from the entertainment category. She does have a computer she could use, but I wish there was a little bit more. Maybe we could invite over a friend? That would make sense. Oh, she got a treasure map. I use up a treasure map and end up getting another one. That's kind of funny. And I'm really excited to have the plasma fruit. And I'm so happy we've got the plasma fruit planted. And we found another capsule. Jeez, you're ridiculously lucky. Look at her. So she got a treasure chest and 2 capsules. That's so funny. And she got some mysims. We'll just straight up sell the mysims though. Those aren't really things that she'll collect. There we go. So maybe selling the mysims will actually have given us enough shop money that we can get her something entertaining. And you know what's really fun with Amaryllis? To get her back home, we don't even have to do it the long way. Ooh, there's actually some stuff over here now. Another frog. We'll have her fly here as a bat. Sorry, Amaryllis, you had a couple days of playing. I don't think she would have the focus and devotion to continue to keep searching like this for long, though. But she had a couple days of playing around with Janelle, and now she needs to put just a teensy bit of work in. I like that she's right next to those fossil spawners. Isn't that perfect, since she's like kind of in a graveyard, an abandoned graveyard? We'll have her fly here as a bat, too. There we go. Yeah, you know you need to do this work before you can just go off and play all the time. She found a piece of limestone. Any other fossil pieces? I don't think so. She's feeling super flirty. Yeah, we could always invite somebody over in the evening, but I wonder if it would have to be another vampire. All right, we'll have her dig, gather up these strawberries, gather up these snapdragons, gather up these onions, and then... Oh, she's so excited. What'd she find? More capsules. You're ridiculously lucky, Amaryllis. And then we'll have her work on her garden for a minute. And once again, we have a bored vampire on our hands. So I'm going to have to think about what we can do at night to entertain her, because she really struggles with feeling like she's not entirely happy, not entirely entertained. Our plasma fruit trees are already sprouting. Oh my gosh, and are those some... Oh, there's some insects, you guys. There's some beautiful fireflies flying around. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is so awesome. All right, we're going to fly here. Fly here. I want to collect the little fireflies. I think they'll disappear after a little while, so let's try collecting them. There we go. And they're already taking care of our plasma fruit tree. I'm so excited about that. And we just got 3 fireflies. Man, Amaryllis, you were very lucky. You really should develop some fun. Maybe I need to find a mod that gives her fun when she's gardening, because I have fun when I'm gardening. Dirt under your nails and everything. That always cheers me up. I guess I'm going to have to go ahead fertilize. What can I fertilize with? I could try an onion? A mushroom? Let's try a mushroom. It's probably better than nothing. And we'll see if that helps us out at all. Alright, so she sprinkles some of the fertilizer on there. Did you do anything? I think it gave us like 1 petal. So that's better than nothing. Better than nothing. I might as well go ahead and fertilize both of these just really quickly, just to make sure it does something. I wonder what happens if you fertilize a plasma fruit tree with plasma fruit. Let's try that. Just one of them. Does it give you like extra plasma? Oh wow, that was a much bigger boost. Do you see that? Nice. Yeah, we definitely need to get our hands on some good fertilizer. So we'll probably need to go and get some fish. We'll send her to a fish market. That may entertain her. But what to do with a bored vampiress? Oh. Hello, random person. She really is a chatty sim, Amaryllis. So I could see her wanting to talk with others. Hey, where's all my roses? Wait a second. Oh, there they are. I was not going to be okay if my roses were gone. But let's go ahead and get all of these spots filled in with roses, actually. I think it would be really nice to have a big rose garden right here. And then we can come over here. I'll get some strawberries. I guess I can go ahead and put some onions down. We already have a whole bunch of snapdragons and wolfsbane all over the place. So I'm going to put strawberries and... Should I just leave that? I'll just leave that last patch empty for now, but we're going to go ahead and plant everything that needs planted. Let's make sure she can reach it. And then I think we will have done a very good night of actually working on the entire little, there we go. Oh, she's stinky. Not good. We will have had a very good night of Amaryllis actually having a chance to work on her little florist shop like she's supposed to, work on gathering up her plants like she's supposed to. We have a whole bunch of new gemstones that she can try selling, and we have returned to the problem of having a very bored vampire. So let's wait till she finishes planting everything. Then we'll see if she can get everything watered before the sun comes up. How much longer until she's able to resist the sunlight? Let me see where that is. Manipulate life spirit. Child of the moon becomes stronger at nighttime. Deprive needs. Beyond the herd. She can part with the trappings of her human form. That's interesting. Tamed thirst. Immortal pleasures. Whoa. She doesn't need to have fun. That would be kind of suiting for her if she managed to become strong enough in being a grand vampire that she no longer even needed to worry about fun. Because I feel like flying around as a bat and tending to her garden would be really fun. Influence emotions. That'd be so cool. Dampen emotions. Supernatural speed. Deprive needs. Sun resistance. Okay, so it's going to be a little while. She's going to have to become a master vampire before she's resistant to the sun. And yes, I know she won't exactly kill over dead immediately when she goes out in the sun. But I just, especially because she's a younger vampire, it just makes sense to me to have her stay out of the sun as much as possible. So 6 a.m. is coming. She's about to get a little toasty. Amaryllis. Let's get you inside. All right, it's time. It's time to go in. Are you going to take, do you have a bubble bath? Do you have a bath? I thought you only had a shower. She has a bubble bath. Oh, I had no idea. All right, can we do a bath with soaks? We can. I think she's had a very long night and she would definitely have a milk, honey, and oatmeal soak. So let's go ahead and spend the money on that a little bit. We'll have to, it's a little bit of a splurge, but she often wants to go to the spa. There you go, Amaryllis. And now we can think through what we need to do with a bored vampire. So we have in our room the ability to maybe like freshen up, apply makeup. We've got the computer, so she could do a whole bunch of things on the computer if she wanted to. Research vampire secrets, socialize. But I just get the feeling she's more of a hands-on person, and she is sort of trapped inside the house all day until she becomes a master vampire. So perhaps we can look through some of the entertainment objects for her. And let's see. Activities and skills like creative. The bonsai tree would be a lot of fun to have. We need to get our hands on some bonsai seeds at some point. I mean, the pipe organ... I don't know if she would actually enjoy that. I think that's more of grandma's thing, and it's sort of like, I don't know if she actually wants to work with that, but maybe a violin? She might enjoy that, or actually I think she might enjoy painting. I could see her partaking of the painting ability. There's also like the pottery blob. You can actually craft, you know what, pottery would be really like suit her very well. I have a special mod installed by Plastic Box where she can actually craft things into pottery items that then we could sell inside of our shop. So that may be a good option, especially because it's very cheap. So it's all we really have to work with at the moment. All right, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to let Amaryllis enjoy her nice soak. She's finally had a very good day, and maybe just occasionally at an uncomfortable moment as her thoughts settle, she may have to think about what Janelle said about respecting humans' autonomy and the fact that she's going around just draining any Sims she happens to bump into late at night. And I think that there's definitely more and more rumors starting up about what kind of trouble you might bump into in the dark of the night while walking along this canal. So, there's somebody fishing. Huh. Hey, can you give me some fish? Interesting. What are you doing outside? Are you trying to Dennis? I think he's a vampire wannabe. I don't think he's actually a vampire. I think he's one of those Sims who actually comes in, they spawn in, and they pretend to be vampires. Well, I wouldn't feel bad drinking deeply from him or commanding him to do something, that's for sure. But all right, so we're going to leave Amaryllis to it. We'll have to figure out how she can have fun. We may have her maybe try on outfits. Maybe that'll cheer her up. I have a feeling having company really makes her happy. So maybe she'll try to save up some money. And I could totally imagine her setting up a little parlor that we could have the different clubs that she's part of, the cosplay club, the page turners club, come and meet. And she does actually love reading books. So having maybe like a nice little parlor down here that she could invite Sims over and make drinks and serve them little human delicacies, which she probably sees the same way that you take care of like a pet frog, putting the food out for them that way. But I really think she could spend her day doing that, and we could try to get some employees so that the employees could spend time over on this side and taking care of the shop while she just spends her afternoons visiting with people and building up relationships and having some fun. So that'll be her goal. That's the dream she's thinking about while she's soaking in her mud bath, or her milk bath, excuse me. But the reality is that she's practically broke. So she's going to have to do a lot more work and sell a lot more things if she wants to really live it up that way. But it's fun to have goals. And we finally have little plasma trees in the backyard. So we're making quite a bit of progress. And we'll have to see what we can do next time when hopefully we'll be able to have our second day of running the shop and hopefully a little bit more profit. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.